Hello everybody, welcome back for StarCraft 2 action. We are back at the upper bracket semifinals. It is Showtime going up against Reynor. So the upper bracket semifinals of the Bellum Gens Elite. It's a best of 3. The last one, or well, the second to last one, we will be watching of this tournament. After this tournament, we will be covering Home Zerg Cup 25. Or is it 26? I think it's 25. So I hope to see you during that coverage as well. I wanted this video to drop on Sunday, but it dropped on Monday, as some of you might have noticed, because that lamp over there, I'll break the fourth wall for a little bit. This boy over there, it broke. Or, well, I broke it, but, you know. And instead of recording without a camera, I just felt like fixing it instead. Also, I had planned to do the recording on Saturday, and I had an appointment with a friend to have, you know, board game night. And my agenda, not me, my agenda forgot. So, you know, life happens. But we're back. StarCraft is happening. Showtime versus Reynor. Now, the last Showtime versus Reynor series I covered is of Home Zerg Cup 24, about 9 months ago. And that was the one with the game on hard lead, if anybody remembers, where Showtime just kind of ignored one of the bases in front of his natural. It just blanked. He just forgot it existed, and they played a super long game, went to the end game, in a best of 5, game 5. Oh, Showtime actually scouting for that gold. I've been waiting for that move to happen. And that was a crazy game, so if you want to watch a little bit more of Reynor versus Showtime, you can watch that one. Endgame Euphoria was a pretty intense series, but most of you have watched it, I'm pretty sure. Reynor pulls out the last drone, has gas for speed, and starts it right on up. And Showtime goes for a target here. Both of these players, we haven't seen them play a lot in this tournament because they just coasting through the winner's bracket, just playing best of 3s. Reynor taking out MRSRM, and then Lambo trying to use his Terran for both, but had to pull out the Zerg. And yeah, Showtime has only matched up against Protoss as he played against Trigger, and then he played against Harstem, and now already finds himself in the winner semis. Winner goes to the winners finals. I think that's a best of 7. And we only have 6 people remaining in this bracket right now. We have Reynor and Showtime in the upper bracket. Oh, we see Phoenix together with Clem and Oliveira. So we have some powerhouses in the winners bracket. And from losers, Lambo and Solar. So it's not Solar, but Solar. No, it's Solar. I asked a friend of mine, or well, the partner of a friend of mine who is a Native American. She didn't think my pronunciation was too bad, but, you know, not quite up to snuff, I suppose. Phoenix into Oracle here from Showtime. Okay. Let's see what he plans on doing here. Third base goes down around 350. Second Oracle's coming out. And I like this Phoenix a lot. Forces the Spores maybe a little earlier. Definitely forces Queens to be built, but I mean, you're always building these. And a little lift on this one Queen. Make sure that this Oracle doesn't get shot down, but not a lot of drones go down. 0 drones go down even. My, oh my, not what you like to see. Good job on Reynor, though, making sure there's no drones to be targeted here. This is not how it goes on the ladder, I can tell you that much. Almost any Zerg will lose drones to Showtime here. Now, 2 Oracle run by, or drive by, fly by. Only finds the 1 drone, dude. All of these drones just kind of magnetically feel forced or attracted by that 1 spore. Reynor almost has a perfect defense here. He's going for the +1 melee here. and no lair on the map just yet. It's going to saturate his third base. And let's see if he goes for the gold. Oh, Adepts try to, or yeah, the Adepts try to get in here, fight the Lings, but Reynor keeps control. And those Adepts do die. 4 Adepts have died this game. Oh my. Maybe, like, there was just a couple too many Lings there, and Showtime was like, wow, this is a super choked up area. I can just finish that shade. Oh, and the Oracles turn on their beams, kill that 4th base, dead, clicking it down, and delaying that 4th gold base here for Reynor, only on 1 gas so far. Well, let's see what Showtime is up to. He's getting Blink, he's getting +1, he's getting 2 more gateways here. Just going up to 4 gates. And let's see if he's thinking about a quick 4th here. Could start mining that out, could take his own gold, could take this as a 5th, but could also start expanding upwards away from the Zerg player. These Oracles still hunting around, but haven't found that much. Can find a Queen here. That would be nice. 3 Oracle hit squad. You don't see that every day. Oh my god, nice micro by Showtime. Look at that. Just sniping those droners, and 5 of them do go down, plus the Queen. So that's a total of 7 drones and a Queen, a couple Lings, but those were mostly bought with Adept blood. Now a Robo comes down, and 1 mineral has been mined out. This Stalker for some reason is too fat compared to all the other ones. I think it was the Adept that was pushing it, and then yeah, the Stalker was trying to go to the right, the Adept was trying to go down, and so they got stuck. Ooh, a bunch of Lings are out on the map. These Lings do have +1, mind you. So if these Stalkers blink and get surrounded, a lot of them could get slaughtered. Templar Archives also going down, so Storms and probably Immortals. But hopefully first a War Prism and some Observers are going to come out here. Reynor, look at this creep spread. It's already across the half of the map. He is his side of the map completely in control. Lots of minerals being mined because of this golden base. 5th base going down as well. And all of the gases have been taken. We see an infestation pit coming out. We see Hydra speed and a Baneling nest. Carapace even coming up. So Reynor happy with his economy now, exploding into some tech and some units. Storm is being researched. We see Charge coming in as well. These Stalkers try to get something done. This one Adept. Ooh. Double Stasis Trap technology. Keeping this Protoss army safe and secure versus the Swarm. These Lings making sure there's no sneaky 5th over there. But a nice 4th base here. Hasn't been scouted by Reynor yet, but he can assume. Ooh, cannons coming down here at that 4th base. Showtime knows what the point of contention will be. Is Reynor going to take down these rocks? Just push in. Ooh, nice stasis trap. Catches a bunch of those Lings as well. Hydras are on the map, but I don't think we have a Lurker Den just yet. So it's just Ling, Bane, Hydra right now. For Reynor, we have Storm, and we have how many? 6 Templar. Now these Templar all have enough energy for a Storm, so 6 Storms in the tank, maybe a couple more to come. And we have charge lots as well. We see an extra Stargate and Fleet Bacon coming in. So Showtime ready to transition into Skytoss already. Off of these 4 bases. Ooh, big stasis trap catching a lot of the Zerglings here. One of these pylons was killed. I don't know if we saw Banelings used for that or just the Lings. And the Lings try to get away. Another stasis trap is triggered. Probably good for Reynor that is triggered as well. Stasis traps do last a long time. I think at some point they lasted like either unlimited or like 5 minutes. Like an incredibly long time. That was a time to be like, ooh, and the Tempest come out. We saw Stats do this as well. Just going into Tempest to deal with the Lurkers. And I guess they also deal with Broodlords, but who really makes Broodlords nowadays? Aren't that good of a unit right now. Adrenal Glands coming up, +3 melee coming up. Reynor's army is looking quite scary. He is maxing out and making Banelings, but Showtime is also pretty close to his own max, getting more Tempest on the field. Already has two more coming in, +1 air, and +2 or +3 attack is coming in. But that's not going to be finished for this next assault. Reynor trying to send in a couple Banes, maybe to find some stasis traps. Look at that. Has a bunch of army over here. Has a bunch of army over here. How's Showtime to deal with this? Reynor taking a 6th base behind this. No extra tech coming down, but he does throw down a bunch of spine crawlers. He knows to respect these annoying zealot zombie run-bys. Plasma shields coming out. More gateways coming out for Showtime. Decently passive game so far. Reynor just sitting back, macroing up, and Showtime responding in kind. But this situation is starting to get a little explosive. This wall is open. The links come in. But damn, Showtime is fast, boys. He puts down zealots right away. And no run-by will get into his natural and/or main base. Ooh, lots of storms going down, but the links get on top of the High Templar. The Banelings come in. The Nexus goes down to the Banelings and the Hydras. And one of the Tempest also gets targeted down. An Immortal going down. And this 5th base attempt from Showtime, it gets completely obliterated into a 9 ultralisk transition. Do we have any upgrades for them? Nope, but chitinous plating is coming out. No ultralisk speed as of yet. So that's going to be delayed until this ultralisk armor upgrade is done. What did we lose for that? Showtime, how many High Templar? 4 High Templar went down. So we lost most of his High Templar there. Do we have any? We have 5 somewhere. 2 at the front, lots of energy there. Lings come into the natural and the main. Oh no. And lots of droners are going down because of this gold base, but all of the ultralisks spawn, and oh no, Showtime. He has to run. That's a lot of beefy boys. They have big mouths, and they like eating Protoss units. One Immortal does come out. He's like, I am made to kill ultralisks, but not if they surround me. Together with Hydralisks and Lings. Lots of probes now going down. Even the infrastructure of Showtime being killed a little bit. Well, just a couple of nibbles. But, oh my god, 4 gates completely unpowered. So, Reynor finding some nice damage there. Ultralisk run by harassment coming in. Although 2 of these Ultras are very, very red. We do not have... Oh, was about to say, not a lot of Queens to transfuse the Ultras, but some Ultras are more lucky than others, I guess. Some of them are more equal than others. And +2 air weapons is about to finish up. Not going to be stopped here by the Ultralisk run-by, I think. Yup. Oh, it barely completes. And a couple of Archons come in. Immortals at the back, but another assault at the 5th. The nuclear battery can't keep those Archons and Immortals alive, and the High Templar have to run. These Tempests can't deal with these Ultralisks fast enough, and the probes are once again evacuated. The 5th base, though, now getting clicked down by the Ultralisk and the Cracklings. This is, again, going to go down. Reynor keeps Showtime on 4 bases, has creep on one of his potential 5th bases. And what do you do now? Double Robo coming out for Showtime. Wants to have more Immortals, knowing that his Immortal count isn't that high, only 4. But more Ultralisks coming out, but behind that also a Spire for Reynor. I love that. Would love to even see a second one. Just go double upgrades on those bad boys and get ready to do a nice air switch. Could be a Jaedong-esque move with like 30 plus mutas coming out all at once versus like 8 Immortals. Oh, the Stasis Wart doesn't do anything versus Ultralisks, mind you. And they just run in to try and kill a bunch of Protoss. Bane's coming from the back, trying to hit those High Templar. And meanwhile, again, the 5th base gets hit, gets cancelled. And what is Showtime to do? This onslaught just keeps on coming. An Ultralisk in your mineral line. And one Immortal here, completely cornered, but does target down all of these Ultralisks. What a hero Immortal. The battery keeps him alive, but he does end up falling to the Cracklings. This ultralisk still going strong. Lots of probes going down, and the 5th base is still dead. There is no 5th in sight for Showtime. And things are going from bad to worse here for Showtime. Reynor, 4 ultralisks on the map, 8 more coming out. Just mass ultralisks into Protoss. Is that a thing? Apparently it is. We do have 6 Immortals on the field now. 1 more coming out. More Archons as well. It seems like we do have the perfect army come out from Showtime to deal with this, but getting heavily punished for this early Tempest transition. Showtime, I guess that you were kind of like blind countering other tier 3 units. Fully upgraded Lurkers and Broodlords don't like Tempest. Ooh, Storms on the Ultralisks actually are pretty okay because Storms ignore the armor and Ultralisks have a lot of armor. Oh my god, these Immortals, one of them does get chomped down. These Archons can't stand their ground anymore. Oh, but they can. The shield battery, ooh, barely does not keep it alive, but another run by in the main, in the natural, and Showtime is just bleeding out here. These Immortals, though, deal with the Ultralisks, even Infestors coming out. What are we going to see? Do we have Neural Parasite? No, we do not. But we can see some nice Fungals and maybe some meme clouds. I mean, Microbial Shroud is pretty cool, but it doesn't do anything. Because, yeah, you only see a couple Tempest. Ooh, Ling Ultralisk run by, ready to hit the 4th. Big Ling run by, ready to hit the natural up once again. There's even a cannon here. Boom! Big stasis ward there, stopping that run by dead in its tracks. And now Showtime can focus on the front. He's going for the death push. He's like, if you are on Ultralisk, I can make mass immortal and show you what that plus 10% attack speed looks like in this patch. And all of the Ultralisk, oh my god, even attacking into a choke. No more Lings streaming in from either side to kind of buffer and get on top of these Immortals. Because if you get on top of those Immortals with a bunch of Lings, they will die. But now, Showtime is going for the death push. Reynor looked like he was winning this game. But now, with just stuck on Ultralisk Ling versus an army that is pretty good at killing Ultralisk Ling, we might see a couple good key storms, making sure that the Lings that are coming out right now can't do anything to the rest of the army. I think it's all about the Lings here. The Lings and the storms. Potentially some of the Archons. Now, Reynor clicks a move on top of the army of Showtime here. The Lings just evaporating. Ultralisks trickling in one by one, and Showtime, no mercy here for the Zerg. And Reynor has to tap out G to the G after 18 minutes of sitting on 4 bases and continuously investing into a gold base. Reynor is still knocked out of this game because Ultralisks, they can get hard countered. You had the Spire, you could have had some Broodlords there, you could have had maybe some Lurkers, but that was a tough army to deal with. Lots of Archons, lots of Immortals, and Storm. If you don't get 2 waves of units to like crash into that, it's hard with the army that Reynor has. If you fight over here, or even over like here, like where the 5th was, that's great. Because you can remax as Reynor. You can give up this base, you can give this up, and then remax, have your army like over here, and then do another fight. And Showtime can't remax as fast with all of his units, because, you know, Robos only make 1 Immortal at a time. Larva make any unit. So, Reynor getting clocked out there. Game number 1. Let's go on to game number 2. And for game number 2, we load up into Oceanborn. Showtime going for an immediate Pylon scout, sending out a probe before Pylon even. So, is here to block the natural of Reynor. Reynor going for a 16 hatch. He's going to find this probe and just gonna head on over to his 3rd base. Not gonna care that much. And the nice thing about Oceanborn is that from this position, you can see the 3rd base with the probe. So you can go into the base of the Zerg, check it out, and then immediately confirm if the 3rd base is down. Because in theory, this could still be a 12 pool, but after seeing this Overlord, probably not. Look at that. goes for that check right away. Now goes in, sees a bunch of drones, doesn't see a pool until now. So, Showtime feeling just honky-dory, feeling good. Life's good for this Protoss player right now, being annoying at these double minerals, completely trying to mine and then backing out again. So let's see what Showtime is going to do to try and take advantage of the fact that the natural is slightly displaced. As in, it was moved over to the next best base. And having some adepts over here is annoying. If you look by ground, it's quite the area that you suddenly have to defend using your speedlings. I wouldn't be surprised to see Reynor have 3 drones in gas until he has 100 and not peel off early. But maybe he has different plans. Just wants to be more economical. Because the drones going over to the natural also take slightly longer to get there. And there you go. Reynor gets circling speed almost as soon as possible there. Prioritizing a queen before the speed. And the drones go over to the new natural, the promised land. And a Stargate going down for Showtime. Is chrono boosting out the first adept. I mean, I want to see 2 adepts at minimum. Want to see that Oracle come out, not the Phoenix first. And then go from there. Just harass Reynor here. Make him work for his meal. Make him make a couple extra lings, you know? Just produce 10-ish lings at least. And we have the 1 adept already across the map. The second one's now running over. And a third one is being built. Okay. Adept City. Speed is pretty close to finishing up, though. So Showtime has to be careful here. 10 lings already on the map, 2 more coming out. And when speed finishes, these adepts will swiftly die if they don't have a nice position. They're not nicely tucked in. And a 4th adept is even being created, no? Is this still... Oh yeah, it is. 4th one. And Showtime just going for a nice 3rd base here. Goes for the Oracle first. That's what we want to see. And it's flying out already. This Overlord just in front of the base. Reynor is like, I just need to see what's coming out. And that's quite a few lings. Oh, don't lose these adepts. Oh, one of them gets fully surrounded. Reynor's greedy wants the second one as well. And more adepts do come in. The shades go after these lings. And a nice split here from Reynor. 2 lings. Try to get a couple probes in the natural while the other lings are in the main base. Nibbling on a pro or a pylon or 2. But nice defense by Showtime so far. We saw the 2 adepts die, but that's about it. Did the Oracle come back for that? No, okay, it's a new Oracle. The other one is here at the 3rd base. Got damaged and didn't get any kills whatsoever. But now we can do a double Oracle run, drive-by, flyby. It's a flyby. And once Stalker does come out, is going to kill this Overlord eventually. Might hide on this high ground for a little bit. No, it does not. And it is going to go down. Another Evo chamber, not at the front this time around, but not too telling. We see melee upgrades coming out for Reynor once again. Let's see how he approaches this game. Does he like that Lingbane Hydra style that he played on Alcyone? Or is he thinking about something different? Now, sadly, melee usually does not mean shawarma hosts. It would be nice, though. Going, like, +1 lings into swarm host, because lings don't cost a lot of gas or none. Ooh, these oracles, they just zapping and zapping, dude. 5 drones do go down. One of the oracles has been taken down, though. Finds their demise. But 6 drones do go down. Oh, adepts are in. And they can click down a couple drones. Reynor losing 8 drones here to the double prong harass from Showtime. There is a 4th base down for him. But what I was saying, I think they match up, Swarmhost and Lingbane, because of the supply cost and especially where the gas has to go. But it just isn't that strong. Couple stalkers defending the third base here. These lings not really finding anything. More lings are coming out. With the +1 melee, more gases now coming out as the lair has been started up. Fourth base is readying itself as well, but only 60 drones here for Reynor. He's quite low on the worker count compared to Showtime. We see a Templar Archives coming out once again. Robo and just blink +1 solar. Showtime playing a very similar style to game number 1. Roaming around with these oracles. Oh, we found the money shots. We won the lottery basically. We found a bunch of unprotected drones. But Reynor was pretty fast at building a bunch of spores there, keeping a bunch of his drones alive, but still nice value on these oracles. Big ling run by, and it has been spotted by Showtime. Blink's already done, so these stalkers can defend themselves pretty well. Couple links go down, and Storm is underway. +1 is about to finish, so +1 stalkers are moving across the map here. 16 of them already done. 6 gates are ready to support this push. And a 5th base of Reynor is getting sieged down. Bunch of queens here. How many queens do we have? 10 queens on the map. And we find a Overlord with drops. Going across the map here, filled up with lings. Just pure lings. So double ling drops coming in. 16 Zerglings. What can they do? These stalkers really want this 5th base, but they didn't commit for it. And now they are being surrounded by a bunch of lings. Nice stasis ward usage to retreat. And the drops are going across the map. We have, oh my god, that's 8 queens. Moving across the map. Reynor was not happy with game number 1, and now he wants revenge. Sends out the queenies with a couple of ravagers. That's a lot of lings, though. 69 drones, nice. A bunch of lings get dropped in the natural, but there's a cannon there protecting the probes. Couple probes are going down, and now they are starting to fall. The naturals being evacuated, and the queens are on top of the third base. Templar became Archons, and the stalkers tried to protect the third base, but Reynor seems to be overrunning Showtime here. The naturals still in a lot of danger. The last Archon going down, and more lings are just streaming in. How can you protect this? 30 probes, and just more to fall. 40 probe Showtime. Can you defend your base? More stalkers being warped in against mostly Zerglings. I'm very surprised by that. But I guess Blink is a good ability. Oh my god, no! The last Immortal gets surrounded by +1 lings. The Zealot goes down, the Immortal goes down. Another shield battery is being created, but I don't know if it's going to be done in time. The Queens using up all of their energy. So many transfuses have gone down. No, even some roaches come across the map. And Reynor is just trying to kill Showtime here. Can he hold on? Does not have any Stargate units to help from above. If you had like a couple Oracles here to deal with the last Queens, you could deal with the Ravagers as well. Oracle comes in, kills one of the Queens, and Showtime forced to tap out there. What a nice attack from Reynor, punishing Showtime for being a little greedy, getting that 4th early, investing in all of that Storm that he ended up not using at all. I mean, we saw a couple feedbacks into the Archon, but the High Templar just didn't quite pay for themselves. The drop in the natural, though, that one was MVP. We saw 45 probes go down, and a lot of them were at the natural, and eventually the 3rd as well. Reynor puts one on the board, and we go to match point for both players. And with Reynor taking game number 2, that means we go into a game number 3 scenario with Reynor versus Showtime loading in to site Delta. Showtime going for an early scout once again, but Reynor going for a 15 hatch without Overlord. So is going to get this hatchery down most likely. Let's see. Yeah, definitely gets it down. Reynor is like, stop scouting so early. Stop ruining your own economy, Mr. Showtime, Mr. Sieber. I don't want that. I don't want that bullshit in my games. I just like my natural to be in my natural. Showtime doesn't get the block. Let's see if he still makes the same amount of adepts. If he still wants to go for Stargate. Like, you need to win one game here. And then you are into the winner's finals, top 3 guaranteed. You have to play against Clement or Oliveira. No more ZVP or PVZ. So this would be a good time to pull out one of those builds that you can only do once a tournament, but is very strong. Let's see if Showtime has something like that up his sleeve, or if Reynor has another cheeky one in the tank, because that, like 4 drop overlords with queens, ravagers, plus 1 lings, and just go, 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 dial on 11 and pull off the dial, something like that. Let's see. Reynor is gonna get his speed. And Showtime finishes up the Cyber Core. Where is that gas gonna go? We see an Adept. Has no gateway research, so probably going to be seeing a Stargate here. Yes, sirree. Stargate's going out. Let's see if Schrodinger's Adept is going to go across the map here. 2 lings. Gonna chase down this probe, and no third base for Reynor just yet. He's mining gas, pulls off of gas, and has 1 trip too many. That's 4 gas. That's actually 5 minerals that you don't have. Which is kind of funny how gas mines in 4 and minerals mine in 5s. I never really... Or I haven't thought about that for a long time. Let's put it that way. Speed is underway. No gas being mined by Reynor, so just going to go up to 3 bases and then probably going to resume mining gas shortly after that. Use the 1 gas to get a lair, saturate his 3rd base, and then go for more gas. It would be kind of interesting, though, if workers started costing gas after a certain amount. Like, after the first 40, 50 drones, you have to pay gas. Maybe you have to do, like, an upgrade or something to be allowed to make more than 50 drones. It's kind of funny. I don't know if that's good or bad game design, but just want to put that thought in your mind. Speed is finishing up, and we're going to see a couple lings probably run around the 3rd base. But we did not see Showtime make a bunch more adepts, only the 2 adepts, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, I didn't miss anything. No kills on the map just yet, 4 minutes of peace. And an Oracle, it's even waiting at the 3rd base, just kind of maybe hoping for some lings to run by, because the 1 Oracle has not been doing any damage for Showtime. Look at this nice patrol move. So just waiting for the 2nd Oracle to come in. Oh, I don't know if this was a Roach Worm, but Evo Chamber going down for Reynor, and probably going to go for +1 melee once again. We see the Forge, we see Twilight Console, and another Gateway going down for Showtime. So 3 gates, blink and +1 most likely, although we see more adepts coming out. We see 4 adepts on the map. That could just be for harassment, but it could also be a glaive build. We see Roach Warren and +1 range. So Reynor switching it up this game as well. The Oracles haven't found anything yet. 4 adepts run across the map here. They get 2 creep tumors for their troubles, and now 4 adepts trying to shade into the natural, but quite a few lings are ready. More lings have been made. And wow, just a creep clearing squad for Showtime right now. How many? Only 2 Oracles even. So Showtime really changing it up here. Lair's now coming down. What is Showtime going to do? He has Blink, he has +1 coming, but only 3 gates, no Templar Archives. And the Oracle's trying to get in here. Oh, the 1 Oracle! Oh, actually goes down. The Queen snipes it. Bouncal Tempest. hits that Oracle on the way out, and only one Oracle remains. You see a Robo going down for Showtime here, and a cannon. Where's that cannon? Oh, at the front. Templar Archives coming out as well. More gates coming out, so going back up to the 6 gates. So, in the end, Showtime kind of converging back to a similar build he did on Oceanborn, going for 6 gates, blink +1, and he might push out with that 16-ish Stalkers, but now we'll only have 1 Oracle to defend. No, going up to 8 gates. Okay. 8 gates, has a Robo, also has a Twilight Console, and look at that. In a Lambo-esque move, goes for the Mutas, or goes for the Spire, to have access to the Mutas if he feels like it's a good move to throw out this game. We see 2 Roaches being made with the Roach speed and +2 range even coming up. That is crazy, so I don't know if we're going to see any Mutas. That's a lot of gas. But still, 10 Roaches coming out. Boom. We're just like, nope, I want to stay alive against this 8-gate Protoss player that's trying to attack me right now. More Stalkers running across. We see the first Immortal coming out. And a lot of pressure being put on this 4th base. The 5th base is on the other side of the map. It's not done yet. And Stalkers do a lot better against Roaches than they do against Lings most of the time. And Showtime is just shaving off some Zerg units here. Lings in the back. Ooh, if Showtime blinks back the ones, going to get surrounded. Oh my god, the Lings come in from the back, but there was a Stasis Ward there to take care of it. Oh my god, nice move by Showtime. Or good placement of his Stasis Wards. Like, this was a cool backstab move from Reynor as well. Now, we did see Storm finish up. How many High Templar do we have? 3 of them Fangs right now. They have Storms as well. A couple Lings go down when they get out of stasis. Lots of Roaches being built here. 75 drones and 8 Mutas are on the map. Where are those Mutas? They are flying through the top side of the map. And they're going to go into the natural. There is 1 cannon, but these Mutas can still find a lot of damage on the probe line here. And these Roaches and Lings are also on the move. Look at these Mutas. They are in the natural. And they found some probies. Go into the main now. Find 1 Stalker. Only 1 Warpin. And now a couple probes. Oh, what? Reynor's actually clicking down Stalkers? With 8 Mutas? Does that work? I guess. I would just be clicking probes here, but Reynor is getting a lot of value here. Finding some value, killing these Stalkers. And maybe if Showtime thinks that he's dealt with the Mutas there, is not watching. And now the Roaches run in, get on top of a lot of Stalkers. And we do have 1 Immortal that could turn the tides here, but these Mutas are still running around, getting a little bit of damage done. And oh no, look at the supply. Showtime is getting doubled here by another big attack from Reynor, toppling the Mauer, or Demauer. Mutas with a Roach Ravager attack. Showtime has to tap out, dude. So many Mutas went down, or probes went down. 15. Oh, it's not even that many, but a lot of Stalkers actually went down. 28 Stalkers died. That didn't feel like 28 Stalkers died. We probably missed a bunch in the front, but these Mutas really made it a divide and conquer game for, well, there's a Roach here, technically speaking, for Reynor, because all of the muted Warpins were in the main and were being killed, so more Stalker Warpins were being forced in the main. And then the attack at the front, the Immortal was out of position. I guess it was just F2'd into the main, and then the Roach Ling Ravager attack at the front, just overrunning Showtime. The Storms were not enough. And I don't know if we even saw an Archon. We did see the Archon, but Reynor takes down Showtime here in this best of 3 with 2 very decisive attacks after going for ultralisks in game number 1. And he moves into the winners finals of the Bellum Gens Elite. I want to thank you all for watching. And before we go, we rate this series. let's say a 4 out of 8 blue minerals. This was just an average series, pretty good. I enjoyed it. We saw some ultralisks. We saw some sharp attacks, but I wish Showtime could have held on a little longer in one of the last 2 games and really make it a series. You know.
Locked in.
But still, enjoyable nonetheless. CVP is pretty cool, and we might get the run back in the finals. Who knows? Showtime drops to the lower bracket. We'll face one of the Zergs. And for us, I hope that we will continue watching some StarCraft together. Hope to see you in the next one. Be sure that you like and subscribe. It really does help. See you later. Cheers.